Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing today, and welcome back to Knightlordian RPG. This is version 4.2.0, and we're going to cover some of the latest news and updates that this game has covered that recently that with this new update. So, yeah. So for those who don't know, Knightlordian RPG's 4th of July event has finally been released. I covered this recently and did say I was going to do a 4th of July event on the announcement. I also made a short teasing the video, or teasing the update, and as such, we finally got out and ready. So, this is really exciting, especially since I really want to bring this update back from the dead. Okay, well, not ready to bring it back from the dead, but I kind of want to, I really wanted to bring it back, so, yeah, give me a second real quick. Does that work? Yeah, I think it works. Okay, but yeah, so what we're going to do today is, as the usual, update log, and also cover some news that this update that was going to happen for future updates as well. But yeah, hope you guys had a good 4th of July, and hope you guys are safe with those fireworks of yours. And apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, and and hope you guys had a good patriotic weekend. But yeah, that being said, let's get right into it. So this is the Freetown, what's it called? Freetown countryside. This is the empire that's related to the 4th of July event, and it's basically not much lore is really involved here, except for just basically the Freetown Rebellion needs. Actually, I think this guy is better off describing it to you. So basically, the Freetown Republic has been overran by the the Freetown Rebellion has been overran by the Stargaze Republic. The Freetown Republic is in need of help to bring back freedom to his land. One is a view, and so basically you basically get decreased taxes from this event, which is pretty cool, I suppose. But yeah, I think it's good, and I think you'll be enjoying it. So, yeah, definitely. I'm sorry this took really way too long to work with. I've been really too busy with masters and stuff, but finally here and ready to go. So let's get right into it. So let's start off with the first area. The first area you spawn at is called the Freetown Campgrounds. It has 2 mobs and a boss as usual. So basically, so the first mob is the American Dreamer. He's level 1.25 million levels. He's level 1.25 million, which by the way is kind of not really much of a. Which by the way, his empire I think requires 1.2 million levels to get to. So, pretty much a little bit above it, but not much. So that's cool. So this guy drops the American apocalyptic armor right here. So pretty cool, I suppose. So it doesn't make you go fast, but it does speed you up a bit. So I suppose that's really all that matters to me, honestly. So there's that. The next mob is the Freedom Ranger, who drops the American Blaster. Like as you can tell here, this guy right here. So this with the combination of the American Popular Armor gives you a bit more of a range increase of damage. So that's pretty cool, I suppose you say. I like that as well. So these guys are on level 1.8 million, so that's pretty cool as well. So nice to see that. So, and then there's also the boss here, which requires 2 million, if I'm correct. It could be wrong though. Yeah, 2.26 million. So, there's the first boss of the game of the event. So that's pretty cool. So, basically, he requires 1.8 million level or 2.0 million levels to fight him. 2.5, 2.2 million levels to fight him. But it's level 1.2, level 2.45 million. So, he's a bit of a. He's not as much. He's not really much of a big. He's not much of a big boss to work with here, so should be good for the most part. Unless he has the mob engines, then you kind of fuck, but not really. If you know what you're doing. So, but yeah, he does have 1 drop included, which is the American Blade right here. So that's pretty cool to work with. This American Blade that he drops. So pretty cool. It deals about 36 to 39 billion damage. It's probably pretty much a good weapon to work with here. So next area is the Stargaze Town, which requires I think 2 billion levels if I'm correct. Or was it 8 billion? Let me check real quick. Yeah, 8 billion levels. So Stargaze Town is the next area. So it's a bit more of an increase, much like Hero events are. So Stargaze Town is a bit more of a Western themed area. So that's pretty cool, I suppose. You have 2 mobs and a boss here as well. So that's amazing to work with too. The first mob in this area is the Admiral Wanderer, as usual, so that's nice. Let me actually go and use the stake to kill him. So yeah, and he drops his American Dagger, so I think it's definitely a good weapon to work with. It matches the popular armor, but it doesn't give much of a boost since the range class, since the armor class is ranged for the blaster. But yeah, they do have a chance of dropping the Admiral Bandit armor too. So that's pretty cool. It does match this. It does match the American daggers as well. So yeah. And then we also got another other mobs here too, like Stargaze Outlaw, who drops the Rusty Revolver. He's a bit more ranged. He does deal a bit more damage than usual. So but he does have a slow cooldown on for fight for like projectiles. So pretty cool. If I can find the revolver. So this is a Rusty Revolver. Definitely. Oh, hi. So you have a bit of cooldown as well, but not much in comparison to him. So they have a 2-second cooldown while you have a 1-second cooldown. So I'd say it's worth it. So pretty cool. And then last but not least, we have the boss here, which requires 17 billion levels. So I guess we'll go and take a look at this. So I forgot about the dialogue shit. Okay, I'll work on that later. So this is the boss, the first mob. And the boss is, well, here it is. The boss is the Stargaze Peacekeeper. He has a shotgun instead of a gun, so I decided to find out guns in Knightlordian, so I thought this would be a good way to introduce the gun in the game. I mean, come on, I mean, might as well. So basically, the Peacekeeper is a bit more deadly, but he doesn't really hit on you. So, but yeah, he drops the dusty Stargaze shotgun, if I can find it real quick. So this is a Stargaze shotgun. This gives you this does much like the ancient crossbow. It shoots 3 projectiles instead of 1. So because shotguns do have multiple weapons, do have multiple like what's it called? Do shoot out multiple weapons, so or multiple bullets. So I think it's definitely a good change, let's say. So yeah, there's really nothing else I can really point out right now. Honestly, I would say but that's pretty much the update part for now. The update part's pretty much done over and over, so I kind of want to go for some more news before I head off here for today, because I feel like 7 minutes is a bit too long. So, but I kind of want to mention a milestone we recently crossed with Knightlordian RPG. Knightlordian RPG has recently reached 300k visits once again, which is kind of crazy to think about. So, but basically, I just want to say thank you so much for 300k visits once again for Knightlordian RPG. I made a huge ass announcement about it earlier. I'm gonna take a look at it real quick. Yeah. Yeah. So I just mentioned that I just put in the announcement just to say I pinned milestone. I pinned milestone announcement still. So, but I thought I mentioned it too for hell of it. So, but yeah, the update definitely does look. But yeah, it definitely had a lot of It took longer than usual, but I kind of wanted to experiment with it a bit more, and I decided to pay ads for the game for a bit, and I guess that's pretty much how I got a drop recently. So, hell, you probably even found the game for an ad, honestly. Personally, it's whatever. I don't really spend that much on it. I have a limit to how much I spend because I don't go broke. So, but personally, I kind of feel like ads definitely did help out a bit, but for the most part, I kind of just wanted to. I don't plan doing it every week, but I do plan doing it for like, I guess every month or so, I suppose. Maybe every month. I guess I could definitely work. So, but yeah, but that's really much I can really say, honestly. So thank you for once again for 300,000 visits. Sure, the people are still liking the game regardless of its age. But yeah, there's nothing I was gonna say. Also, I also get a few reports saying the game's kind of broken, which I'm definitely gonna fix at some point. I really apologize for that once again. But yeah, apart from that, there's nothing else I can say. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoying this Begin 6 out. Have a good one. Also, more thing before I head out. Join our server and also subscribe to the channel. But yeah, that's what it is now. Happy 4th of July!